Another vlog. Oh dear. Well, I guess one has to tit for tat when Danny Boy is really looking for that match. But as the song goes, Danny Boy, the match ain't happening. No, the match will never happen for you. 'Cause Danny Boy, you can just keep on dreaming. Because it's not me, it is you that stepped in. Well, you know what. Now, Danny Boy, whose piece are we talking about that's at risk here? Unless, of course, you were threatening me. You seem to do that a lot. In fact, you know what, Danny Boy? I'm tired of calling you Danny Boy. We're just going to call you by your real name, and that would be Denial Boring. That's right. Your name is Denial Boring. You're right, Danny Boy isn't your name. Denial Boring. You're boring, and you're in denial. There, it's out there. Your real name. It isn't that name. It isn't the other name. It isn't this name. It's Denial Boring. What do you say, Miss Ticklebottom? You like that name? Mwah. Yes, Denial Boring. You're in denial. You see, you think it takes 10 minutes, but that's if you do what you did, talking over a video game playing. But the thing is, no matter what you do with the game, you have to wait for it to go through the loading screens, and it's not guaranteed it'll be 10 minutes. Sometimes the bloody thing takes 20 minutes. And there is some sound over because, well, YouTube doesn't like the music that it provides. Gets me dinged on that. As much as I'd love to do another jobby on you, um, yeah, it's not my piece that's going to be disturbed. You see, although I'm doing another vlog after Sunday night, I am going to move on. I was moving on, and on that note, I did give you a little bit of kindness, but you flagged me. And I know it was you because it says right on the video screen who flagged it for ownership, something or other. Oh, Danny boy, you want kindness and you flagged it. What did you think was going to happen? Why do you think I was ignoring you for so long? Because of the last flagging, which on that note, you need to answer the question. You never know. Maybe if you just admit to the whole thing, maybe things will get better. Things can't get much worse. People are talking to you, but that's up to them. I'm not holding that against them. It's totally their right. I can't tell people who to talk to. But what are you doing? Yes, that's not, what are you doing? Ugh. She's, what are you doing? Stop. She's trying to paw me, folks. Stop it, you narf. Okay, anyway. Um, but you were sounding like you were threatening me with, what are you, what are you doing? Stop it. Okay, that is definitely Miss Ticklebottom being a narf. What are you, okay, you want to be a snuff about it? Oh, now we're not doing it, are we? Okay, here we go. So, denial boring. What are you doing? Denial boring. You have to move on. I know I am. I have got one project all done. I have to slap together, but that's really how I like doing things. Crow doesn't like that. But I do. See, the wrestling was constrictive, strict, regimental. I've done enough of that. I work already. I don't need a second job. And, well, maybe if you didn't flag me last year, and certainly not this year. I mean, it's kind of funny when your other accounts say, let's mend fences. Let's be friends. I like your videos. Well, you flagged me, and, some people say, oh, well, that's no big deal. Well, to me it is. Because it's a sign of disrespect of the highest order. I mean, certain dark trolls did some really bad things, but I'm over it. And at least he didn't flag me. So, Denial Boring, that is your name. Denial Boring. You're in denial. It's not going to happen. Oh, The reason why also is you'll just flag it. You see, you say one thing and you do another. Or you do one thing and you say another. And who's to say you're not going to do that again? Okay, Kitty, you're getting silly. Ugh. Sorry about that. Denial boring. Maybe that'll catch on, eh? Before I move on. You see, unless you're harassing me and bullying me, community guidelines, denial boring. Denial. Don't ask me how I ever came up with that name. But denial boring. You're the one that's not moving on. Oh, I've moved on. I have a project all ready to go, saving it for next weekend. It's something I kind of like doing. I came up with it months and months ago, but couldn't get to it because of the project. Always the wrestling project. And I need something different. You really need to come up with your own stuff. You need to come up with your own material. Not emulate me. Not imitate me. Certainly stop talking about me. I can talk about you indirectly or directly. And I'm going to do something that I'm good at. In Doctor Who Series 3, when he was with Martha and he was evading these aliens that could totally destroy him, they said at the end, and I hope I didn't say this already, but I'm going to repeat it if I have already said it. They wondered why he ran from them. As it turned out, he was being kind, because he had the power to defeat them the whole time, and they regretted it. The one thing I can do, denial boring, unless, of course, you break community guidelines in front of everyone, and believe me, I'm not the one being watched. You are, denial boring. I can ignore you completely. After the last flagging over a year ago. And now, I can really do it, because I'm enjoying the relaxation. Even with summer coming to a close, it'll still be relaxing. Not doing the wrestling, probably the best thing for my health. Because I'd hate to get worse health problems doing a hobby. And, well, it's just not worth it. 10, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever. And the longer I wait is a sign of weakness? How is that? I'd say succumbing to your whims would be showing weakness, and I'm sure even the loveliest of people would probably look at me with a little less respect. At best, they'd say, oh, you pitied him. Good for you. Poor denial boring. Poor denial boring. He's so boring and in denial. Oh well, long video, hate those. So, Danny boy, your name is Denial Boring. Let it be known. Class dismissed.